Mamie.
Yes.
Beautiful moon.
It's a beautiful moon.
But you're not looking at it.
I can see it in your eyes.
But that may not be moonlight.
You were saying?
I was saying that I can't understand why your son should take such a time to propose to my daughter.
Well, Billy isn't a great one for speed, you know. He's built more for comfort.
Speed enough to be up there with your secretary and allow his friend, George Latiker, to look at the moon with my daughter.
You don't say.
I do.
Gee, I'll soon fix that.
Say, are you in love?
I reckon I am.
Who is she?
Can't you guess?
Maybe it's Stella.
Oh, Stella's a nice enough girl in her way.
But you don't want her in yours.
Oh. Say, Billy.
Hello, Dad.
Oh, there you are. I want to talk to you, son. Miss Foster, I've signed those letters. Will you see they go ashore as soon as we anchor?
Why, certainly, Mr. Marshall.
Now, young man, if you want to marry Stella Vanderlip, you've got to show a flash of speed. If you don't, young George Latiker will be cutting you out.
Oh, yeah?
Perhaps you think he's not a drawing card because he's got no money. Well, forget it. He has got money.
What?
Or will have in the morning.
Is that so?
Sure. A radiogram came for him this afternoon. There's a legacy due to it. And his Uncle Albert calls on board at 10:30 tomorrow and unbent. So snap into it.
Billy. And what were you going to say just now?
Oh, It's a beautiful moon.
Stella, do you mean that?
If you really love me.
Let her go!
Well, we're hilltop. Back again to Monte Carlo. Right. Guess we'll stay over tomorrow. Very good, Mr. Marshall.
Stella, how wonderful, how terrific, darling. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Too marvelous. Stella, it's wonderful. She loves me. She loves me. I can't believe it. Stella, Stella, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. She's going to marry me. She's going to marry me. And you know what? No, you're too young. Isn't it wonderful?
Really?
Yes, really. It isn't a dream.
Well,
Isn't it all too wonderful?
isn't it? But you might have waited a little longer after proposing to me before you started kissing my maid.
But Stella, you don't understand.
I do perfectly, thank you.
Stella. Stella, darling, please, don't be so absurd. Listen, I can explain everything.
I don't speak to you again.
Oh, please, Stella. Stella, you must listen to me. Stella, please. Stella, please. Stella, if you leave me like this, I won't be responsible for what I'll do, honestly. Stella, please. Stella, please listen to me. You must listen. Stella, I'm desperate. I'll probably commit suicide. Would you care? Would you?
No!
All right. I said, would you care? Would you?
No!
Stella, Stella, you must listen to me. Stella! 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 Very well, then.
I don't wish to talk about it. Whether he kissed you or you kissed him, you liked it.
No!
You reveled in it.
No!
This is the end. I'm done with you.
Oh, Havard, you frighten me.
Mr. Voles to you, Miss Pilbeam.
Oh!
Up from my kisses you was. You've gone too far. You've burnt your fingers. And as for Mr. George Latiker, a snake in sheep's clothing, that's what he is. I'll settle with him. Here, where's Mr. Latiker?
Just gone ashore.
So much the better for him.
One of them nasty, stinging black flies settles on the back of your neck, gives you malaria. I've known a lot of men what died of malaria.
Moment, bitte. Verboten.
No fear. Das ist gut. Ja, das verstehe ich. Da. Oh, I say, how many miles do you do to the gallon?
Prince Salzburg, lightly.
That's so. Well, you can't blame me for everything, can you?
Prosit.
Cheerio. I say, don't you ever come up for air?
Tonight, I am alone.
Yes. Even so, I don't think it'll last.
I have my equerries the slip given.
Yes, well, I'm alone, too.
But I prefer to drink from a glass.
I've been on the bottle for years.
Then we forget
But
it.
you and me? Of course we will. I'll take the luggage.
Das ist ein weiter Spazier. Prosit.
Cheerio.
Viel Glück.
Oh, feel fine.
That seem to haunt me night and day. What do they say? Oh, sleep, whose kisses never let me free. For me, within the magic of the I could be happy with someone who adored me, one who assured me so. But you're a person that just leaves me uncertain whether it's yes or no. Why can't I read your history just as the stars are told? What is the tale your history will one day unfold? That seem to haunt me night and day. What do they say? Oh, sleep, whose kisses never let me free. Deep on me, within the magic of
Ja, aber first we drink and then we walk.
If we can.
Oh!
We sit here, think this fool. Correctly.
What's that?
The girls here, no good, great.
They're not English girls.
All girls, but first of the real girls.
Certainly not. You've insulted the women of England. I command. Sit down. And hold your tongue.
I will not hold my tongue.
Oh, sit down. You've insulted the women of England.
How dare you don't
Stop the room! Stop the room! Stop the room! I'll kill him. Where is he? I'll kill him. Where is he? I'll kill him! I'll kill him! Where is he?
George Lataker. English. Search the hotels.
Alle Hotelle und Gasthäuser durchsuchen. Unaufhörlich suchen. Yachten, Bahnhöfe, Kirchen und Gasthöfe. Alle Abreisen verboten, kein Fahrkarten kaufen lassen, kein Zug oder Schnellzug abreisen, alle Dampfschiffe und Hafen blocken.
Alle Ausgänge der Stadt kontrollieren. Jede Dampfschiff, Yacht und Automobil inspizieren. Alle Hotelle, Gasthöfe, Bahnhöfe, Kirchen und Nachtigale durchsuchen. Aber sofort.
You will all yachts, ships, and ports visit. Many too from the harbor going up. Permit not. Also, the churches, night places, hotels, hospitals, and stations search. You understand? Yes, no?
Yes.
Good.
Find him, Mr. Sturgis. Find the assassin of my highborn master.
Oh, I wish I'd given George a chance to explain. Why did he want to? Yes. Gee, that's funny. What is? Well, some guys always want to talk. Others can't get a word out. Oh, lovely. Isn't it grand?
Is Mr. George Latimer up yet?
Mr. George Latimer, I don't know. Why?
I wanted to speak to him, sir.
Oh, I reckon he's still asleep, lucky devil. Here, but where's Voles?
Below, sir.
Did he say he was coming up?
Didn't say anything. He didn't speak to me. Oh.
Oh, Voles, there you are. Yeah, I've been waiting for you. You're 10 minutes late.
I'm sorry, sir. It shall not occur again, sir.
Did you oversleep yourself?
No, sir. I was brooding.
Oh.
Brooding?
Yes, sir. Engrossed in thought, sir. I have had trouble.
Oh.
Well, now you are here. Whistle.
Would it be all the same to you, sir, if I hummed instead? I haven't the art to whistle.
Say, what's wrong with you?
If you will excuse my reticence, sir. On the word free. 1, 2, 3. You will not continue, sir?
How can I continue with those farmyard imitations going on?
Shall I measure you, sir?
All right, go on. Any reduction, Bowles?
No, sir.
Pity, sir. I hope it ain't apoplexy. I had a stout uncle once what died of apoplexy. Went up in a flash.
Beat it!
Aye, sir.
Ahoy there!
Yeah, mine now, thanks.
Good morning. I trust you will excuse this early visit. I think you were Mr. Latimer on board.
That's right, young Latimer. You're his Uncle Albert, of course.
Of course, yes.
Why, sure, we'll get your nephew for you right away. Where is George?
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Latimer is not on board. I understand he went ashore last night and has not been seen since. His bed has not been slept in.
Oh. Thank you, Bowles.
Very good, sir.
I know he was expecting you this morning, and I guess he's hurrying back right now, just as fast as ever he can.
And so my nephew's a friend of yours.
Yeah,
Where did you meet him?
at a ball game.
Have you known him long?
No.
Thanks. And now, Miss
Vanderlei.
Yes?
Now, I wonder if you can tell me, Miss Vanderlei, at what time my nephew left the yacht last night.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know.
I see. Now, Miss Vanderlei, think carefully. Did my nephew have his hat with him when he left?
Well, I can't quite tell. You see, we...
Perhaps you can tell me why he left the yacht last night. I particularly want to know. Because this hat... Get that thing!
Aye, sir. Here, get that boat hook.
Now, Miss Vanderlei, you haven't answered my question.
I'm afraid I can't. I didn't see Mr. Latimer go.
Thank you. And now you, madam.
I refuse to be examined like this. I'm going to put on my bathing costume.
Make yourself at home. He's sure to pop up soon.
Say, here. What's up?
Lily. Lily. Oh, I did a murder last night.
I know we heard it over the radio. Here, they found your hat.
I'd better get the money and get away. Is Uncle aboard?
No, he's not aboard yet.
Then I'll have to wait.
Oh, but you can't wait. There's a detective aboard.
If I stay here, I'll drown.
Yes, and if you come aboard, you'll get 5 years.
Oh, what a double. Give me a hand. Yes?
I think I'll stay.
What was that? Billy, what are you doing?
I'll just sit here and wait.
Hey, what's the idea? Don't...
What'd you say?
Hey, what am I going to do?
Climb through a porthole and hide there till your uncle comes. I'll send them down to you. You get the money out of him and then hurry over the frontier.
Hurry over the...
Yeah, go on that rope.
For Mr. Latimer, sir.
Yeah, put it down there.
Funny thing he ain't back, sir.
Yeah.
Gone gay, I expect, sir. Ha. Give him enough rope. You know the old saying.
Yeah, quiet. What do you think you're doing? Fishing?
No.
Is Uncle here?
No, that was the postboat you heard.
Well, help me in.
Yeah, I'll help you. Oh. Come on. Here we are.
Oh. I've got to get away. I can't wait. Lend me some money.
Here.
What's that?
Water.
Take it away. I'm web-footed now.
He can be long now, and he'll be delighted to see you.
Let's hope so.
But I tell you, Billy, I've got to have some money. A $5. What's the use of that?
Well, I've got a check for $500.
That's no good. I'd be arrested cashing it. What's this? It's from Uncle Albert. Perhaps he sent something on account.
Yeah.
Perhaps he has.
What's he sent?
His kindest regards. Here, you read it.
Yeah.
I'll go and change these wet things. Well, go on. Tell us the good news.
My dear George, an unforeseen hitch has occurred in the matter of your legacy, which must, I fear, considerably delay an immediate settlement.
Oh, splendid. Perfectly splendid. Go on.
It appears that your twin brother Alfred...
What's that?
Now, don't interrupt. Your twin brother Alfred, who, as your poor father must have told you, was kidnapped as a baby and presumed dead, is alive after all.
Brother Alfred? Is this a joke?
Here, read it yourself if you don't believe.
No. Go on.
All right. He is on his way from Mexico to claim half the money. And as trustee, I must, of course, verify credentials, etc., before payment
Here,
can...
one moment. Let's have a look. Before payment can be made. And as your brother may arrive at any moment, you will forgive me if I am unable to get aboard to see you today. Your affectionate uncle. What does this mean?
Looks mighty like the end for you.
Too true. Your brother Alfred. Billy!
What?
This isn't the end. This is the beginning.
What do you mean?
This lets me out.
What does?
Brother Alfred, twin brother Alfred.
Now, look here, George.
Well, I've waited long enough, and I demand that this yacht be searched.
Really, Mr. Arbut?
I'm not Mr. Arbut.
Not?
No.
But they'll want proof.
Uncle's letter. Say you opened it.
Oh, that's not enough.
Proof.
I've got it.
How'd it taste?
The mole. The one on the back of your neck.
What about it?
Well, we'll swear that George hasn't one and Alfred has.
Billy!
Then what do you mean by coming on board my yacht and claiming my hospitality as a relative of one of my guests? What is your name?
My name's Denman Sturgis.
And as Alfred, I'll be able to speak to Stella and put things right for George.
You know, George, you're a genius.
No, not George, Alfred.
Oh, good old George.
Good old Billy, good old Alfred, good old Bill, good old Alfred, good old Bud, good old George, good old Billy. Oh. Then came a carriage filled with flowers.
Well, what is it?
Gentlemen, I have heard all.
All?
All? All. Well, Voles is all right. Good old Voles.
Of course he is. Good old Voles.
Good old Voles. You see, Voles, this is a little surprise we've planned, and you'll keep your mouth shut, won't you, Voles? On the contrary, sir. You're not serious. Deadly. He looks it.
Well, what do you expect to gain?
Financially, nothing. But by holding your tongue, my dear old Voles, by being a good fellow, my dear old Voles, you may gain a considerable wad. Am I right, Billy?
Sure thing.
You could write him a little check.
Sure thing.
Do I understand, gentlemen, that you are proposing to purchase my silence? Oh, certainly not. How much?
100.
2.
3.
Any part on 3? Say 4.
4.
No.
Before I leave this yacht, I must find Mr. Latimer and ask him to account for every moment he spent ashore last night.
Say, that's going some.
He went ashore at 10 o'clock.
That's not true. I was speaking to him myself at 10 o'clock.
I should have said shortly after 10. And I have positive proof that George Latimer murderously assaulted His Serene Highness, Prince Saxburg-Leibniz.
Oh, the wicked man. Well, that's ridiculous.
Then I should like Mr. Latimer to explain how it was I found his hat lying beside His Serene Highness's body.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now I would like to take the day off.
Certainly, take it.
Yes, take it, old boy. Take anything else you like. You've got everything we want. Take it, old boy.
Are you going to join us in the bays, Mr. Sturgis?
No, madam, I am not.
But it's staggering. The likeness, even the voice.
Oh, am I like my brother?
Why, here he is.
You'll never believe it. You'd swear it was his brother.
Who?
Alfred.
Hello, George. Where have you been?
Won't you introduce me?
Isn't it wonderful? Wouldn't you swear it was George?
It is, George.
Oh, that's where I went wrong. It's Alfred, George's twin brother.
Twin brother?
Yeah, from Mexico.
Seems that my likeness to my brother is somewhat confusing.
I'm not surprised because you aren't.
Who isn't?
You aren't.
Aren't who?
Your brother.
Of course I'm not my brother.
It's the likeness. It's amazing.
I think this is your hat, Mr. Latimer.
Thank you. It's extraordinary. Too funny. Yes. I think my brother's head must be smaller than mine.
Are you trying to tell us that this isn't George?
Of course it isn't. It's Alfred.
I shall want proof of this.
Is that something? A sort of,
I know what you mean. Proof, sir. Proof? Who is this man?
I'm Denman Sturgis, a detective. I'm making inquiries about George Latimer.
Oh, my brother.
Or you.
Oh.
I want proof.
Now, wait a minute. Now, you've known George for a long time, Dad.
Yes.
And you have too.
Yes.
Have you ever bathed with him, sir?
Scores of times.
Did you ever notice he had a mole on the back of his neck?
oh.
A mole.
No.
Oh.
Can't say I did.
But you would have noticed if he had have had one.
Sure.
And you?
I'm certain he hadn't.
Are you prepared to state that he hadn't one?
Absolutely.
Then I have. Ladies and gentlemen, the mole. Would you care to look, Miss
Vanderley.
Thank you, Miss Vanderley.
No, thank you. I wouldn't dream of denying you were Alfred.
Thank you, Miss Vanderley.
You see, I always believed that if George were in trouble, he would trust me.
Yes, I certainly think you should be satisfied, Mr. Sturgis.
Well, obviously. There'll be no question of any doubt.
Boat alongside, sir. Mind our paint. I shan't want you.
They'll take me ashore.
Merci bien, sir.
Merci bien, monsieur.
I expect this is Mr. Latica's uncle now. He'll give us all the proof we need.
I shall be delighted to see him. He can assure you all.
But say...
He's not coming. He said so in the letter.
Good morning. I don't know if I'm expected. My name's Arbut.
Yes, yes. Delighted to see you.
Mr. Marshall?
Sure.
Ah, George.
Where? I thought my brother had come aboard.
But, George, you got my letter.
I'm afraid you're confusing me with my brother.
But, George.
Oh, no. That's what I thought. That's what we all thought, but we were wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
This is Alfred.
Yes, I'm afraid your nephew George isn't here. He went ashore last night, and, well, this is Alfred.
Well, you surprise me.
Yeah, I thought I would. You got my letter, Uncle?
Yes, quite
Yes.
so.
You see, I heard you were coming here, so I came aboard instead of staying at the hotel.
You'll excuse me, but it's the likeness. You know, you might be George.
Yes, I might, but I'm not.
No, of course not. How could you be George if you're Alfred?
Right. Oh, what a brain. It's hot.
Well. Marvelous.
Isn't it?
It astonished us, and it wasn't until Alfred showed us the mole that we could believe it.
The mole?
Yes, on the back of my neck.
Oh, quite so. But George, what's become of George?
I'm afraid I have rather bad news about your nephew George. He, in fact, well...
Have you read the papers, Mr. Arbut? Yes. That assault on the prince. Evidence points to your nephew being mixed up in it. I'm Denman Sturgis, a detective. Oh, indeed. And my nephew? Has disappeared. Disappeared?
Absolutely.
I must say that at first I was convinced this gentleman was George Latimer. But the evidence of the mole... Quite so. Backed by your statement that George really has a brother, Alfred? Exactly. No more to be said.
Coffee's ready in the saloon, monsieur.
Thank you, Pilbeam. What about it? Coffee, anyone?
Thanks very much.
Then you and your nephew can have your little talk later.
Yes. You know, you mustn't go arresting Alfred by
my cat.
mistake.
You found it as I wanted for bathing, didn't I? Thank you, Charles, so much. I'm so glad you found it.
Monsieur Georges.
Not George. Alfred. You're wrong, my child. This is Alfred.
Monsieur Georges.
It's Alfred.
Oh.
Latimer, I must ask you to forgive me for doubting you.
Not at all. It's a pleasure. I mean, not at all.
You're looking a little worried.
Yes, I am a little worried.
You're thinking about your brother George.
Yes. What a terrible thing to have done. His mind must have become unhinged. Had he any trouble? I know what it is. And you'd rather not tell me.
Mr. Latimer, I can confide in you.
Why, of course.
I feel, well, I'm responsible for this dreadful business.
Ah, as I thought. As I guessed. George loved you. You had a little tiff. You were probably in the right. But George has a proud and sensitive nature. Yes. And he went away in despair, poor lad. Ah, poor lad.
Well, you see, if I'd only...
Miss Vanderley, I beg of you to forgive George. I feel that you're doing something that may wreck the happiness of two lives. Absolutely. Can I tell you the tale of my own tragedy? It's difficult to speak of. I feel that you may find it a message for you. There was a young lady of... years ago in sunny Mexico. I, too, loved a girl as proud as she was beautiful, readily offended, slow to forgive. One day I asked her to be my wife. She accepted me, and I pressed her to my heart and went away, walking on air. I felt a universal benevolence. I felt I wanted to grab the nearest thing in sight and kiss it. Yes. I did.
Yes?
Yes.
Go on.
Understand, at that moment it might have been anything. It might have been the cat, but it wasn't. It was her mother's maid.
What?
Oh, yes. At that moment, the girl I loved came along and saw it. I tried to explain, she wouldn't listen. And we parted.
Mr. Latimer.
Forever.
Mr. Latimer, you're making this up. You've seen your brother and he told you what happened last night.
I've never seen my brother in my life.
Is that really true?
Absolutely. I swear it.
Was that really the reason why you kissed her?
Absolutely.
Just because you were happy?
Absolutely.
Well, she was a fool not to believe you. Oh, Mr. Latimer, what shall I do? It sounds incredible, but George last night did exactly the same thing as you did.
What an unlucky family we are.
I promised to marry him. He went out, and a moment later I found him kissing Pilbeam.
Extraordinary. That plain girl?
Yes. I shouldn't call her plain.
Oh, my dear, quite unattractive. Well, do you mean to tell me that George really kissed her?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't...
More coffee, Mr. Albert.
No, thanks. I think if you don't mind, I'd better have a talk to my young nephew.
Right, we'll find him. I'll tell Stella you want her, Mrs. Vanderlei.
I think I can explain it. George's motives were just the same as mine. And you broke off the engagement?
Yes.
Then I'm afraid you have much to answer for, Miss Vanderlei. You sent him away, and in despair he knocked the stuffing out of a prince.
Oh, and I'm to blame.
No.
Yes?
No, it was all my fault. His fault. There.
No, you mustn't. I don't think George would like it.
Oh, he would. Something tells me that he would.
There you are. Your mother's asking for you. Come along. We leave these two to have their little talk. See you later.
Well, Uncle.
Very sad, this, about poor George. I shouldn't have expected it of him.
Ah, young blood, young blood.
You never do that sort of thing, of course.
Oh, Uncle, what a question.
Well. I'm glad poor George isn't aboard the yacht just now.
Yeah, so am I.
That policeman would have him in an instant.
Yeah.
Determined man.
Oh, very, very.
It'd be fatal for George to appear for a long time to come with him around.
Absolutely, poor boy.
Oh, what a relief.
Huh?
George, my boy, you needn't keep it up any longer. I'm now in a position to inform you that you have no twin brother. Alfred does not exist. I invented him.
What?
You see, after I'd spent the trust money...
The trust money?
My boy, never become a trustee. There it sat, smiling up at me, saying, spend me, spend me, spend me. And I found myself dipping and dipping and dipping, till one day there was nothing left. Only a hole. And then I got the idea of creating your twin brother Alfred.
Oh.
Well, sooner or later, you'd find out the truth. And I'd be gone to South America. But I never thought the thing would be so easy.
Easy, oh.
Well, my boy, this is our farewell interview. I'm leaving you tonight.
Do you think I'm going to let you get away with this?
But what could you do? I've established you as Alfred with the detective. A word from me, and you'd pretty soon be George again. And don't forget that. Can you afford to be George? Exactly. You going ashore?
Yeah, I have to do an hour's rowing every morning, thinning.
Well, perhaps you give me a seat in your boat as far as the shore.
Oh, delighted. Have you finished your business?
Most satisfactorily. You're quite satisfied, Alfred, I think. Alfred?
Oh, absolutely.
Come on if you're coming.
Well, goodbye, Alfred. You couldn't lend your old uncle a fiver, could you? Alfred? George?
Say, come on if you're coming.
Mind our paint, sir.
All right, my boy. Jolly good of you to make room for me.
Yeah. Oh, not at all.
With a pleasure, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You aren't looking quite yourself today, sir. Hope you ain't sickening for something. Probably malarial fever, sir. There's a lot of them nasty black flies around this coast. Settles on the back of your neck and poisons your system. Boracic acid's the thing for you, sir.
And prussic acid for you.
Oh, Harold, you are not leaving us.
As far as you're concerned, Miss Pilbeam, I've already left you.
Oh, Harold.
I'm going ashore to the tables to gamble away the money I put by for our union.
Oh.
And if I lose...
Put it on 16, matey. I dreamt of 16 corpses last night.
Oh.
Delilah! Hi there, rowboat.
It frightens me. What does he mean?
Well, it's wonderful what a lot of fellas do so as hide themselves in them gardens.
Oh.
Sometimes of a summer's evening, when it's all peaceful, you can hear the revolvers popping like champagne corks.
Oh.
Mr. Marshall's yacht ahoy!
This is Mr. Marshall's yacht, no?
Yes.
You are him, yes?
No.
He could fetch himself, yes, no?
Yes, no, yes, Sydney. Tell Mr. Marshall that,
Count Fritz von Koslin.
Count Fritz von Koslin wants to see him.
Aye, aye, sir.
Equerry to his Serene Highness, Prince Ashburg-Leitnitz.
Oh.
Ah, you are agitated, my friend.
Not at all. Who's that knocking? Oh,
You have read in the paper of the terrible outrage against my highborn master.
Right. No. Have they caught the man yet?
Noch nicht, aber wait.
It doesn't say so. What's that?
But wait.
Yes, all right.
He will not escape. He may wriggle,
Oh, he will.
but he will not escape. My highborn master has a long arm. And with it, we will stretch out. We shall search the land.
He'll only find worms.
We shall scour the ocean.
That'll make it nice and clean, won't it?
He shall live to regret the day he raised his hand against my highborn master. We shall...
Ah, Count von Koslin? Glad to meet you. This is Mr. Letiker.
Mr. Letiker? Mr. George Letiker?
No. George's brother, Alfred.
I had hoped yourself were he. You can tell me where he is, yes?
No.
How's the prince?
I am glad to say things go a little better with my highborn master.
Good. Our Count?
Mr. Sturgis, Have you yet not found the owner of the hat?
Not yet, but I will.
Find him, Mr. Sturgis. It is the wish of my highborn master.
He's not yet come aboard, but I've sent his description to the police.
His description? You have seen him then?
No, but this gentleman is his twin brother. An exact double, except for a mole.
Yeah, don't you forget the mole. Oh, don't forget. Don't you go mixing me up with my brother George. It'd be awful.
Mr. Sturgis, send ashore at once. Perhaps the noble young man has been hurt.
What noble young man?
The hero, George Latimer.
The hero?
Yes, who last night, at the risk of his own life, saved from the assassin my highborn master.
Oh.
What?
What? Really?
Mr. Sturgis, we have wrong been. When my highborn master recovered his consciousness, he tell us of the attack. A ruffian in a mask, his accomplices, weakened by blows. My highborn master fell. Then, from the nowhere, comes a young man in a operatic hat, blows from right to left, till one and the other were collapsed beneath his almighty fist. Then my highborn master remembers no more, only who saved his life. Mr. Sturgis, the owner of the operatic hat, is not a villain, but a hero.
Bully for George.
Mother.
Yes, Mr. Latimer, your brother is a hero. He may ask for anything he desires. His fortune is made. And tonight, when he is found, and you must find him, Mr. Sturgis, my highborn master will himself visit the yacht, and in his own person give the thanks and the rewardings.
How splendid! You know, I've always thought that George only seemed more objectionable than he really was. Mr. Latimer, I do congratulate you
Me?
on the heroism of your brother.
Oh, yes.
Oh, how proud you must be of him.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, isn't it marvelous?
Splendid. I think a nice bottle to drink young George's health. Sidney, go below and ask the steward to give you a bottle of Cordon Rouge 21.
Thank you, sir. Very kind of you.
And bring it on deck with some glasses.
Aye, sir.
How splendid of George. Oh, I wish he could come back.
Oh, I wish he could.
Don't you think he can? Do you mean he was hurt in the struggle?
It's possible. That would account for everything. Slight concussion. Unconscious. Taken to hospital.
Oh, poor George.
Don't worry. Twins have a sort of second sight about each other. And I know that George is coming back.
You really think so?
I'm certain. Some inner voice seems to whisper to me, saying George is coming back.
Oh, I wish it could be true.
He'll come aboard stealthily, avoiding his friends' eyes.
Why?
Modesty. Hatless, maybe disheveled. But a hero.
Stella.
Coming.
Good heavens! How did you get aboard? Well, I never. It must be. George! Dear old George! Why, who are you? I'm your brother, Alfred. No. Yes! I say, everybody, George is here.
What's that you say?
George is here.
Where?
He's in his cabin.
Oh, is he hurt?
Not a scratch, but you should see his dress suit. It's in ribbons. He's changing now.
Oh, Mother! Mr. Marshall! George has come back!
Where is he? Fabelhaft, where is he?
He's down in his cabin changing.
You said he'd come back.
Isn't it much? Listen. I thought I heard George calling. All right, George, I'm coming, old boy.
Really, this brotherly affection is very pleasant.
So I'll give you a tick, George. Give me a hand, will you, Alfred, old man? Why, certainly, George, old boy. Coming right away.
Wonderful. Even the voices are each other, no?
Surely, Count, you noticed a difference in the timbre?
Well, Alfred. Well, George, old boy, you look better now. Do I? Rather. I say, what a mess you were in. Yes, wasn't I? Have you seen my dress suit? No. Oh, I say, old boy. It's done in, I'm afraid.
Well, thank you, darling.
Up you go, George, old boy. They're all waiting. How do I look now, man? You look fine. Aren't you coming? No, not now. See you later. Oh, here I am at last, Mr. Marshall. I owe an apology. Yes, I don't usually stay out all night. As a matter of fact, I got mixed up with a bit of a rough and tumble. I got a tap over the head. Still, I think I saved the man they were going for.
You did, Mr. Latiker. Do you know who he was?
No.
My highborn master, Prince Saxburg Leibniz.
No. Well, would you believe it?
My highborn master is a very grateful man. He was ready to spend much money to find you. There is nothing he will not do to you, now that we have you discovered, Mr. George Latiker.
Stay here, for the love of Mike! Hey, you're making a mistake. You're all wrong. This isn't George Latiker. No, this is his brother Alfred.
Rubbish.
Yeah, look here. See, the mole.
Well.
Glad to see you.
Good evening. Will you go right now?
Gee, this is bully for you, Marshal, to have a real prince coming on board.
I should say, pass on along the saloon, will you? How are you?
How do you do?
Hello. How are you?
We sure spread the news when we get home.
That's right. Any news of Sturgis yet?
No, nothing since his first message.
What's he doing then? Do you realize the prince will be on board in a few minutes? What's going to happen if George isn't here for him to decorate? Why can't they hurry? Hello, how are you?
I'm glad to see you all. Didn't we just have a wonderful time last week?
We certainly did. And say, has that Prince guy shown up yet?
No,
Miss
not
Van
yet, but
Ley,
he'll be
one
here.
moment, please. I want to say something to you.
It's a wonderful time.
Please, Miss Van Ley.
Say, got a camel?
Why, sure, yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Stella, please.
Hello, how are you? Glad to see you.
how are you?
You park your ab on that seat, or any old where. Our cloakroom attendant's going for a walk. You go right straight down the saloon. You'll find everybody waiting there for you. You just get right straight down.
Billy, this is awful. Stella keeps cutting me. For all the chance I've got to get him back into my own body, I might as well be a ghost.
Not cutting you, old boy, only Alfred.
Now-
Hello there. Let me take this from you. I'm glad to see you. Go right down into the saloon. They're serving cocktails down there. Here.
Billy, I tell you, I can't stand it.
Well, it did look as if Alfred was kind of trying to steal George asunder, didn't
And
it?
now your father's practically told me to clear off the yacht.
Yeah, but it don't matter now. Stella's going.
What?
Yeah, she and her mother are clearing off.
But they can't, they mustn't.
Oh, but she seems kind of set.
What? We sail tomorrow without Stella? Why, it's unheard of. Don't you realize I love her? Oh, what are we going to do?
Well, what can we do?
Well, if Stella won't speak to me as Alfred, I shall have to speak to her as George.
Oh, no, man. You can't be George again. You've tried that.
Yes, and you mucked it up. What am I going to do?
Now, step on it. Step back on it. You're all muzzed up. Just because you think Stella's giving you the air.
Think.
Yeah.
Have you ever stepped on a rake?
Well, I guess that's the lot.
Wait a minute, there's another boat.
Don't say it's the prince. Gee, what shall we do? No, it's me. Good. And George? Have you got George? Of course not. Isn't he here? Gosh, a nice mess you've made of things. What do you mean? Did you tell the prince? Have you canceled his coming? No. What's up? What's up? Your message said, okay, Latiker located. Yes. Where was he located, I'd like to know? In the casino gardens today. The police spotted him and traced him to the shore. He didn't come back, so they deduced he'd taken a boat and made for the yacht. Isn't he here? No, he isn't. And a nice fool we'll make of the prince. What the blazes we're going to tell him, I don't know.
Billy, this has got to stop.
Then the only thing to do is to tell them the truth.
They won't believe it. They've got Uncle's word that there are two of us. They've got yours that George had no mole, and Uncle's gone to South America.
Then you must get rid of the mole.
Yeah, but how?
I know a beauty specialist who'll do it.
You do?
Wonder.
You know where to find him?
Yeah.
Where?
San Francisco.
Give me a moment, please. I can explain everything, everything. You're breaking George's heart. I mean, George would hate you not to like his brother.
So a brother tried to supplant him.
I didn't. I did it for him. I tried to get the prince's reward for George before the prince had time to change his mind.
Oh, I don't want to listen to you.
It's true. The moment George had returned, I was going to withdraw.
Oh.
I swear, in fact, I can say with truth that if George had returned, Alfred would have ceased to exist.
That's enough.
Oh, listen, please. You won't leave this boat, will you? If George came back and found that I had driven you off the yacht, I mean, please.
Mr. Latimer, will you please let me pass?
All right. But you mustn't go. I'll go. As a matter of fact, I'm leaving the yacht now. Marshall has kicked me off. I won't bother you anymore.
I shall scream out at you.
No, please. I'll go. Now, I'll go. I'm sorry you don't believe me, but perhaps one day I'll be able to explain everything. And please, please don't tell my brother of my downfall. Sailors.
Oh, Stella, just a minute. Your mother wants you.
George! You're back.
Your bag. Oh.
Gee, this is great.
Oh.
George, dear, that dreadful brother of yours, did you see him?
What's that?
That brother of yours, did you see him?
I can't see anything. I think I've had enough.
Oh, oh, George, what have they done to you?
I don't know. I think I fell.
Yes, but not until you'd knocked down 4 of the ruffians and saved the prince's life. Oh, George, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, go on being proud. Prouder.
Hey, Billy, what do you think?
Oh, I can't think.
Well, listen.
No, Mamie, you listen to me. Mamie, why won't you marry me?
Well, maybe it's because you haven't asked me.
Haven't what?
You haven't asked me.
Oh, good Lord, I don't believe I have.
Oh, where is Mr. Marshall?
Oh, but Mamie, if you don't... Oh, I'm so sorry. I do hope I haven't... The boys here. Great news. Great opening of a bottle. Great news.
What is it?
I'm loved.
I was coming ashore to find you, but now I'll never let you go.
No, never let me go, darling.
Hey, Mr. Marshall, great news. George has come back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Stella's up there with him now.
Is it really, George?
Sure, I saw him come aboard. He's kind of funny, head knocks about and all that.
I say, folks, stop that band a minute. Stop it. What about a bit of a welcome? The hero will be now let out of a glass case. Let's do this thing well. Where are those flags?
I've been so unhappy.
But you've forgiven me for what I did last night.
Darling.
But you'll never doubt again.
Darling.
It's something that may alter our whole future. It's about my brother and me. Hey, what's the idea?
I beg pardon, sir. I thought it was one of them stinging flies. I see now it's only a mole.
A mole?
No, the man's mad, dear.
Thank you, sir.
He's not mad.
Thank you, miss.
Let me see.
No, please.
Let me see. And what is your explanation this time, Mr. Alfred Latimer?
I'm not Alfred. Alfred does not exist.
You are Alfred.
I'm not. That's what I was trying to explain. If you listen, you see, I am and I'm not. You see, there are not two of me. There are only one of me. Truth, you must believe me.
I shall never believe you again. It's Alfred.
What? Alfred again?
Well, look for yourself. It's still Alfred with the mole. May I see?
Oh, certainly, madam. Help yourself. What's a few moles amongst friends?
Oh, it's there.
What does it all mean?
Mean? It's another infamous and cruel deception.
I can explain.
There is no explanation.
But there is.
Then let's hear it.
Mr. Marshall.
The prince! What the blazes are we going to do?
Where is my Lataka? Ah, my Lataka!
Mein Freund, mein lieber Freund. How glad we are, I should say so. Yeah, aber first, Betrieb. Prince, I'm Mr. Marshall, the owner of this yacht.
Herr Marschall.
Prince.
Hier, Herr Marschall, ist ein großer Hero. George Lataka. I shake you the hand some more. Wirklich schön und kolossal.
Prince, I'm afraid there's been some mistake. This is Alfred Latiker, George's brother.
But, Mr. Marshall,
And
surely if the prince recognizes me as George, that's sufficient evidence of my identity.
Not among twins. Oh, no. Not even a prince can distinguish twins.
Did he see the mole?
Yes, the mole.
Yes, the mole.
Was ist ein Mole?
A mole.
Well, a mole,
A mole,
is a little,
it's a sort of
a brown thing.
Well, you know,
I tell you, a mole, it's more, only it's Billy. Come to the rescue. Tell him, will you?
It's not a carbuncle.
No.
So.
No, and it's not a pimple.
No.
So.
No, and it's not a boil.
So. Then what is?
It's a sort of, it's an inflated freckle.
No, it's a mole.
Oh, of course. Now, that's all clear, isn't it?
Ja.
Yes.
Was ist ein Mole?
Oh.
I'll show you.
Had your rescuer a mole?
I have not look.
No, he had not. This man has. This is George's twin brother, Alfred Latiker.
What's this? Excuse me, madam, but I have to settle on a snake. A human snake. You! Did you say Alfred Latiker?
I did.
Well, he's not.
Keep quiet. They'll hear you.
I mean them to. You don't believe it, eh? Well, this morning I overheard them plotting in the cabin. Mr. George was to pass himself off as his twin brother Alfred because he slugged the royal prince. What? Yes, and what was to be their proof? Why, Mr. George Latiker's mole, which they was to swear he never had, and Alfred did.
Here, moles. Voles, I mean.
This here's George Latiker. Let him deny it if he can.
I wouldn't dream of denying it. Thank you very much, Voles. Thank you.
Then it is you, my Freund.
No.
You are my rescuer. No, sir. You're slugger. Was ist ein Slugger?
Moles, you're fired. Mr. Latiker did not attack the prince. He rescued him.
What he? Well, I'm...
And how?
Go below. I'll attend to you later.
But look here, Mr. Marshall.
Cannot I make the rewardings? You have saved my life, and I give you the greatest reward my country can offer.
Thank you.
What is gold to me or to you?
Oh, what?
What is silver?
Oh, what indeed?
What is the banknote?
Oh, search me.
What is a mole?
Nothing. I could shower you with these. But instead, I shake you the hand. Und ich sage, ich danke Ihnen vielmals, mein lieber Freund. Und I decorate you mit der Rote Kreuzer von Salzburg-Leibniz.
I'm very angry with you.
No, not really.
Yes, really. You behave very badly.
Most girls like bad men.
I can't believe that a man could be so happy. He wanted to kiss the nearest thing in sight.
Can't you? Well, you'd better try, because I'm feeling that way now.
Let her go!
Why would you?